Was there ever a better diss track than No Vaseline by Ice Cube? Hail to this motherfucking chat. Let's get demonetized real quick here today. It is he, it is me, P Double D, Etep from the Place to Be Reviews, right here with all of yous, beside my brother, Tony Tone Deaf. What's going on?
Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Rare day stream for me. I usually can't make these, but thanks to me not tightening my gas cap properly, here I am.
Well, you know, sometimes everything works out the way it's supposed to. And yeah, Brightest Scandinavian is an alias. I like that, Brightest Scandinavian. But I mean, if you're going with the opposite, wouldn't that be like Most Melanated Scandinavian? Wouldn't it be Darkest Scandinavian? I mean, I'm just saying, you know. Yeah, if you'll notice, I've got this cool thing going on here because somebody learned how to use OBS. Finally, after 2 years of having it on my fucking computer, I figured it was about time to, not be a moron. I'm like, okay, how the hell do I do this, Draven?
You know what OBS stands for?
What?
Our brightest Scandinavian. I don't know.
I
was gonna
like
say
that.
our brightest savior, but whatever. That's what type of day it is. So
This is weird. Look at this. I'm playing with the
Yes.
fader now. It's like, what the fuck?
That's
I thought,
sweet.
like, with that going on, I thought I just turned my camera off. You know, I'm learning this shit. I have no idea what this shit does.
So
I don't know.
I am looking forward to 2.5 hours from now. 2.5 hours. We're getting another Nintendo Direct with the final trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, fuck, that's tonight.
Yes.
Ah,
yes.
dude, I'm not going to be able to. I wish we could stream that again. I have prior obligations this evening, or else we would be streaming that.
Yeah, maybe if what's up, Parrothead? Maybe if it wasn't, I don't know, man. I just modern day movies and the modern day feminist mentality is just annoying. Like, we can't have Bowser kidnap the princess because, Bowser may be an authoritarian bigot, he may be evil, but he is not sexist. So, in the name of equality, it's not like, they're going to join the draft or go shovel snow or do anything like that. But all the benefits of being a man, women now receive without any of the hassle of being a man. So, yeah, we're going to have Luigi get captured by Bowser, and the princess, being so stunning and brave as she is, Peach will be one of the heroes saving Luigi from the clutches of King Koopa, which, just sounds dumb.
Oh, dude, I'm sending you a meme right now. It's the one I sent. I made some changes to it. Speaking of women, we're gonna share this. Yeah, dude. Okay, so we saw that article on what the fuck was that? They were talking about how Bowser or should kidnap Luigi. For it's like, what? Why? Like, Luigi has to be portrayed as weak. Yeah, big shout out to Jill Biden, the First Lady, for giving the Woman of Courage Award to a fucking man. There's nothing that says, and you know me. I'm not a male feminist. I find anybody that says they're a male feminist, you're automatically suspect. Like, you probably roofie bitches at the bar. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. Just don't use Brightest Bard. Hail, Legends of the Brave Bard. Welcome. Good to see you in the chat.
And this makes me feel like not to cut, but I just feel like maybe had Luigi gotten in touch with his feminine side, then it would only leave Mario to be kidnapped.
Yeah.
Luigi had thrown on some lipstick and turned his penis feminine. Well, that would be sexist too, wouldn't it? So.
Well, that's it. If Luigi had a feminine penis, he'd automatically be stunning and brave. And I mean, it's cringe, man. It's like I still am excited for this movie. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not about to let this fuck it up for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm still
I
looking forward to the movie. Yeah.
oh god, yeah, dude, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be enjoyable. I think I'm keeping my fingers crossed that given it's Nintendo, that they do it right. You know what I mean?
Just
And
I,
they don't fuck it up.
like, and look, it's since Super Mario Brothers 2 or Doki Doki Panic repackaged as Mario 2, the princess has been a part of the team. I don't mind. I used to love playing as her in Mario 2. She could
Yep.
glide. That was awesome.
Yes. Yes, it was
That's
very
fine.
advantageous in certain aspects of the game.
Yeah. But the whole point is Bowser is like trying to kidnap the princess and marry her and stuff. I just don't see why he would want to kidnap some tall, anxious plumber from New Donk City. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
Hmm.
what would he want with Luigi? How does that benefit his ambitions of taking over the Mushroom Kingdom? I
Yeah.
hopefully the movie will explain it, but I don't see. You know, I don't see it. I don't
Yeah.
see it.
No, same. It makes no sense.
Yeah, other
It
than
does.
to give the heroes motivation to go after him, which is kind of stupid. So it's
Hmm.
like, yeah, it's like Jafar trying to marry Apu or the genie. It doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah. God, can we talk about another annoying fucking thing on the internet right now? Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to play a clip for this to introduce it because I see she's trending on Twitter right now, and well, let me cue it up.
Welcome to the place to be reviews.
I was a little frustrated. Batwoman, that's just a car. Somebody's watching this show. That like really annoyed me. Batwoman is still doing quite well. It doesn't even look like Batwoman.
Peter, I'm really starting to question why I'm even friends with you in the first place.
Fed Randolph.
Yep, Fed Randolph. And you see the scissors on the screen. Yeah, she's back because they had Ryan Wilder's Batwoman play. I can't remember what iteration it is, or the Red Death, or I don't know, some fucking shit. So they brought her back for the Flash, which is on its way out. I mean the TV show, and that's just that. I mean, let's face it, the Flash TV show. Did you ever watch that when it was like at its peak, or
I
were you never
really,
like a Flash
really
fan?
I really tried because I kept hearing how great Arrow was, and
Mm-hmm.
I tried so hard to get into the CW DC show. I can't get into CW shows. I've tried. Nothing against them; they're just not for me.
Well, they're mostly trash. I mean, let's be honest. Um, Arrow was acceptable, you know. I never was that into it. Do you remember Will that used to stream with us? Dude, I used to wrestle in the same company with.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yep, Will Vendetta. Him and he's huge into Arrow. Like that is like legit. I believe it's his favorite character. Like out of like everybody. Um, which I mean, dude, if your favorite character is generic Batman, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I mean, that's what Arrow is. I mean, Arrow's like, to me, I just have always looked at him like knockoff Batman. I know he's a different character altogether. So you guys out there that are, Arrow aficionados, I'm joking, but I never was really that into him. The episodes I did see, I thought they were fine. As CW shows go, dude, you have nothing to apologize for. The CW shows, by and large, are garbage. I mean, you had Arrow, which was decent. Supernatural, that show was good. I mean, what else?
Is
Stargirl?
Supernatural DC?
No, it's not a DC show. It's
It's
just a
just the
CW.
CW.
It's just a
Yeah.
CW show. I don't think that's a DC It might be. I guess the Swamp Thing show is I've never seen that though. I've never watched the Swamp Thing
Yeah,
show.
Swamp Thing is DC. I think
But
that
they,
didn't
it was good, but
didn't
they
it
canceled it.
didn't it debut on HBO Max? Swamp Thing.
It's on there now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd kind of like to go back and check it out. But they have Ryan Wilder as Batwoman in this angle on the Flash right now, and there's a clip we're gonna show. It's like an 11-second clip. I don't give a fuck. I'll take the copyright for it. We're going to, because I don't even think I turned monetization on for the stream, so that's fine. I gotta take the scissors down. We're talking about the
scissors when she's on the screen.
That's it. And so here's Ryan right here.
So this is about her wanting a refund on her dinner after she already ate it, right?
I'm pretty sure she ate like 3/4 of it and then tried to get her money back.
Okay.
Pretty tame for a woman named Wilder. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I don't dislike Javicia Leslie. It's just her acting given the writing she works with is trash.
Is that like...
She's hot, though. Not with that streak in her hair.
Does she have soy mouth? Is that like the black girl version of soy mouth?
That's a meme right there. That I need to screen record this. Chop her face out. That's like a black girl soy jack meme. We need to get that trending, like hashtag black girl soy jack. That'd be racist.
Yes, soy Darnisha.
Soy Darnisha. Let's see what Ryan has to say.
You will have eyes and ears everywhere. I will be the judge, jury, and executioner.
So she's the villain, right?
In this part, she is. Yeah, look at that soy black.
Okay, because she's like, I will be the judge, jury, and execution. It's like, calm down, Judge Dreadlocks. It was a little hard to hear the beginning though. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
How does she
have
purple soy milk?
I don't. I think I.
How dare you?
Soy noir. Brad Gap After Dark says, "Who you calling a black girl?" Yeah, this is a fucking hilarious picture. I mean, look at that. At least she's got nice teeth.
Why is she a villain? Like,
I don't know.
She could do no wrong.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of shocked that they're making a black female lesbian a villain, you know?
She must have voted Republican.
She did a Candace Owens? Never go Candace Owens. And what was the other? Kimberly Klacik.
Yes,
she was running from Baltimore for something.
Yeah, she channeled her. The director was like, "No, she's like, what's my motivation?" The director's like, "I need you to bring out your Candace Owens." She's like, "I will be the judge, jury, and executioner." This is a post-op video. Frankie knows.
Hey, guess what else is trending right now? Mitch McConnell. McConnell's trending.
Now slow down. What Tucker Carlson did was a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, Mitch.
He went against what his media reporting is going against what the head of the Capitol Police is saying, so it shouldn't be talked about. Like, okay, what's the point of the First Amendment? What's the point of the media? What's the point of the media, Mitch? 25 years since Notorious B.I.G. passed as well.
Is that today?
Yeah.
God damn. That's a loss of a fucking legend right there.
Oh shit! I guess he was hospitalized. Well, karma came and got me after I was talking shit. I should have slowed down.
Here, let me share this tweet.
I had retracted my head into my shell as I was going down the stairs.
Biden falls up the stairs. McConnell falls down him. Here it is right here. Laura Loomer says, just in. Mitch McConnell will remain in the hospital for treatment of the concussion he sustained from falling yesterday. I guess that means he's spending the rest of his sad life in the hospital because his brain damage is permanent. Didn't need a CT scan to determine that. Ouch.
Do you mind if I share something real quick that really sums up my feelings?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Here we go. We're all praying for you, Mitch. Yeah, I don't just like these people are evil. You've got the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer, the Senate Minority Leader, showing their true colors again. They're in full agreement that the tapes that the people paid for, our capital, is in the middle of or was in the middle of a controversy. We all deserve to know what happened. And instead, it's no, you don't deserve to know what happened. You deserve to know what we tell you. And if anyone says anything that goes against what we tell you, then you're in the wrong. They're in the wrong. What matters here is the agenda. What matters here is the narrative, not the actual truth. Well, screw these people and screw anybody who's willing to go along with it. And I mean the voters. And I posted this on Twitter yesterday. The people that realize the difference between edited footage that's meant to set a certain narrative versus just raw, unedited, this is what happened, truth, right in your face. And they're willing to go along with the narrative anyway because it means minor political victories in the short term. Screw you.
Yeah.
You're awful. You're awful. And if it was reversed, if you had an authority coming down on you, putting a boot on your neck, I'd be the first one to stand with you because I realize what the real battle is here. And it isn't Democrats versus Republicans. It's the people versus the authority. And for anyone to be on the side of the authority, you're garbage. And you can call everyone else a Yahtzee that you want to. But the truth is, that's what you are. Hail Carl, hail Scrambles the Death Dealer.
Oh, well said, man. Well said. And Brutal Morningwood has been a Harvey Wakuian producer member for 2 months, channeling my inner Candace Owens for my free super chat. Hail. Hail to you, Brutal Morningwood. Hello, Carl, Frankie Knows, Gap, Scrambles the Death Dealer. Hail and welcome. Yeah, I get that all the time on Twitter with these weirdos, and I've been called a Nazi, and you know as well as I do how funny that is. For let's put it this way: for 3 out of the 6 horsemen to be called a Nazi is fucking hilarious.
We're like 1.5 Jews.
We all have some Jewish ancestry. Chris is full blown Jewish, and Korean. I've got the Russian Jew and Ukrainian and Polish and Hungarian. Tony's got the Russian Jew in him as well. So I mean, when we get called Nazis, that's funny. That's absolutely fucking hilarious.
My last name is like Baltic. Like my family came over to the United States in like the 1930s and 40s, the old way, on the boat, pulling up to the harbor in New York to escape Soviet oppression. And I ain't about to deal with it over here.
No, that's the same thing with my family. They came over to get away from all that shit. They got sick of the Russians. Well, let's face it, the Russians, did some of their own people in, and then the Germans, they kind of they enjoyed. Never mind, but we understand. So yeah, that's why our families came over here, and to see it slip into some kind of garbage tier hellhole. Not my cup of tea. Joe's Atmosphere. What up, fellas? What's on the review menu today? Well, we're kind of just shooting the breeze right now. It's kind of an unplanned stream today, Joe's. Thank you for joining us. This is a new name in the chat. So I appreciate
thanks
you
for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. That's always it's always nice to see some new names in the chat. God, we have a few things to talk about. I've got a few articles, but I do have a meme from Parrothead that I want to share because Parrothead, I love Parrothead to death. And here's me and Nick Utam's ex-wife Brie Larson in her white savior movie Basmati Blues. Oh, Brie, we look so happy together, don't we? I don't think I can tell her what to do anymore because I'm 42, and her cutoff for men being able to tell her what to do, especially a white man, was 40. So I'm gonna need a younger proxy to tell Bree what to do from now on. Thank you, Parrothead.
It's really sad because a lot of times it's hard to like lose initial perspective and with all the BS. But I really was, because again, we've talked about it. I like Age of Ultron. I went to see it.
Yeah.
Wasn't as big of a fan when I first saw it. I'm like, it feels like that's where the Marvel humor really started bugging me. Like,
Yes.
it's like it feels like they're trying to recreate a lot of the same humor and natural things that happened in the first Avengers. But then I went a couple years without watching Age of Ultron, then watched it again, and I started to see all the fine weaving they were doing as far as storytelling for the future and world building. And then I watched it again, and I noticed the Infinity Gauntlet and Thor's vision, and just went on, and it became one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Just because it set up so much. And I was really looking forward to the future of the MCU. So when they announced Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, I'm like, okay, I remember her from 21 Jump Street. And then I think I saw her in Kong, Skull Island.
Yep. Yes.
Like, okay, she's going to be joining the party. And I was excited to see her. I was like, I can't wait to see what they do with new characters once they start bringing in fresh blood. And then the whole thing happened at the awards show, where she started talking about white men and this and that. And it just went on from there, including the interview with Don Cheadle and Chris Hemsworth, where she's like, well, I do all my own stunts, before tweeting out a picture of her and her stunt women. Like, it's just, it carried on. Like, the entire reason people have a problem with Brie Larson is 100% our own fault. And I know I'm just preaching to the choir here. We all know that, but it's sad because I really was looking forward to seeing her as Captain Marvel when it was first announced.
And that's the thing is, thank you, Brightest Day. He said I'm 38. She can piss off. Thank you. Bree's got marvelous feet. Oh, Joe. Oh, God. Oh, God. What? Just what?
Smell shine.
She's, and this is the thing. Yeah. I think if she would have handled the media lead up a little bit better, if she wouldn't have made those comments at that, I don't know what the award show was. I can't remember what it was. Oh God, damn it, Parrothead. We got to remember to show this one to Fisk, Tony. Well, here, check this out. Fucking unicorn store. look at the. We watched that movie on my channel as a rib. It was like, fuck it, let's watch this, because we did a double feature. Were you on that night?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't. I think that was before you joined, because I think MJ was still around then. She was still co-hosting. We watched that, and then afterwards, directly after Unicorn Store, we watched Hellraiser to kind of cleanse the palate. But God, I mean, she wrote and directed this movie. It was fucking horrible.
Just cutting the onion down to its core, and it's not just Brie, it's the whole agenda. They're saying you are awful, you're inherently an awful person, and you need to work to better yourself in our eyes. And if you don't do that, then you're even more awful than we initially pinpointed you to be. By the way, give me your money.
Yeah.
That's insulting. And obviously they don't see it, or they do see it, they just don't care. But it's just... Yeah.
Well,
it's all... Yeah. They're all feds.
Go ahead.
They're all feds. Agent Brie Larson.
Agent Brie Larson. I don't know if they could federally fucking issue her shoes to fucking fit those goddamn talons she has. Like, I hate to keep harping on this, because it's like there's so many other things to dissect about Brie Larson and her personality and her narcissism than just how jacked up her fucking toes are. But I mean, you're a actress. You're an quote. Everybody always wants to talk about her being an Oscar award-winning actress. It's like there's no excuse for you to ever wear open-toed shoes again if you don't do something about them nails. And she's unplugged from the real life peasant. She can't help it. That's it. And do you guys here? I'm gonna pull it up right now. Do you guys remember? You remember the post? You remember
she's supposed to be Captain Marvel, and she's the daughter of Hank McCoy, like fucking hanging from the ceiling and shit with those talons. Jesus.
Here it is right here. This is probably the most narcissistic fucking post like ever. Hang on. Oh, okay. I got to go back to the Google image. Hang on, let me share this. And you guys, it's a shame. She's a gorgeous girl. Okay, I will say like she's not from I guess her like head to her like ankles. She's not an unattractive, totally overall woman. It is the way she conducts herself, the way she acts that makes her more unattractive. If that makes sense. If you know what I mean, Tony? Like it's
it's totally her person.
It's her attitude.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's the hottest woman in Hollywood. I'm not saying she's the least attractive person in Hollywood.
There she is right there.
It would be just fine if it wasn't for her personality. Like, that's the thing. Back to the old saying, we are judging you off the content of your character. That's the problem. Like,
yes. Hail, Shawnee Step. And you and JB should be getting your Kazooian welcome members packages in the mail by Saturday. I mailed those out. Yeah, no, you're right, Joes. You're right. She is, like I said, man, she's an attractive enough woman. I mean, she's like mid, I guess. I mean, I would honestly, like, I would put, she's like a mid, you know, I mean, kind of a gassed up mid, let's be honest. And I say that as, I fully understand I'm not Fabio, but I mean, I've never, you know, let's face it, once I hit a certain point in life, I never had trouble with women. I've been married for 13 years. So it's just, I look at this and dude, that's like an epidemic in today's society, Tony. It's just gassed up mids. And I'm in a group on Facebook. It's like a tag group, you know, that women overestimate their current market value group. And it's, I play that tag group when I'm not in Facebook jail. When you see somebody like, you know, one of these gassed up mids acting the fool, like, you know, yeah, a personality could push her to the 9 realm because you can take a mid, and if a mid is, and I don't say that to insult all, but you look at it like you take somebody who's like average looks and they have a kick-ass personality and they're like outgoing and fun, then the looks don't really matter at that point because, I mean, looks are fading, but you have to have a personality, you know.
Just like it goes back to personality, and yeah, there has to be a base attractiveness there, but I mean, if someone has a great personality, they can become even prettier and more attractive in your eyes. And just like how Brie, I'm sorry, she has a shit personality. Like, men get pegged as insecure all the time, but she is a very, very insecure woman. And
absolutely,
it's probably, you know, not totally her fault. Like Chris Fisk talks about the gay Hollywood casting directors all the time. And girl, you need to lose 10 pounds to a woman who's just beautiful, who's you know. But she's a very, very insecure person that shines through and makes her less attractive.
Absolutely.
And it's not just her, it's Jennifer Lawrence, who, even without that, like, at least she did it right and starred in a lot of movies first before she started letting the shit personality shine through. But again, she looks like she's sad. I've mentioned it before, but she looks like the circus clown in Reno. Not the one here in Las Vegas, but the one in Reno that looks like it's on antidepressants and it's trying to force a smile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And let's see, what do we got here? Wait, Brie could give one hell of a foot job. Oh, God. Like, not with those. Like, I mean, not with those. Did you see the meme Tony Parrothead made for us here?
Yes.
I was like, where the fuck did my wedding ring go? I just felt my face. I looked, I set it on my desk. I was like, Jesus Christ, I took my wedding ring off. Where the fuck did I go? Did I lose it? I'm stoned.
A lot of this, it's not coming from, I feel like oh, the old Hollywood agenda. It's sad. It's disappointment. It's what
Right.
could have been, if these people weren't such shit, if they weren't so unempathetic.
Exactly. And to go off of what Sean Estep
Is that like a
said.
personal attack or something?
Again, insecurity.
Yep. It absolutely is. And I think that's social media. And I'm not, I guess we're kind of mansplaining this, but I mean, let's be honest. Like, women refuse to see it from this perspective. A lot of them won't admit it, but social media has made them way more insecure. Like, it is really the perception, because you see like Instagram, okay? Look at these women on Instagram. They're just fucking gorgeous. Their pictures look perfect. It's like, that is a moment in time. They don't walk around looking like that all the fucking time. Like, that captured a fraction of a fucking second in time,
Mm-hmm.
So to try to live up to that ideal in your regular life is so not fair to yourself or anyone, to expect that standard to be maintained. I'm not saying you can't look good all the time, but I mean, there's, you're talking touched up photos, filters, I mean, it's fucking sad, and that does a disservice to young women though too. Like, and I work in a school, so I see this going on, like even at the elementary level. Like I have, in the classes I teach, I have pre-K through 8th grade. And it's just like, holy shit. Like, you can see it starting. And it's not as bad where I'm at because I'm at a private school, so they kind of monitor these things more. But I mean, it's always prevalent.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these kids, like, trust me, I know a lot of their parents. I see the parents fucking every day because my kid goes to the school. I see some of the moms, and I'm like, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. This is why your daughter acts like this, because you act like this, and it is. And, trust me, I know some fucking kids that have got some shitty ass fucking dads too, that are just fucking garbage, so just be a good fucking parent. I mean, it doesn't take much to be a good parent, just a little bit of common sense. But the problem is we let anybody breed. I'm not for government control or oversight over anything, especially like who can procreate. But I mean, let's be honest, Tony, don't you think sometimes some of these people, it's like your IQ is a legit 65, and you're not going to score somebody with an above 100 IQ at a 65, because most of the time, even if you're pretty, you're a knuckle dragger. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's pump the brakes here, because that's two mongoloids fucking reproducing. It's never a good thing. It's never a fucking good thing.
Even though it's more common.
It is. It's like, and it's like, my wife and I are both, well, I was professional at one point, before I started doing this. I had real, because like I only teach part time, but I had what the fuck?
It's every movie now, bro.
I haven't been paying attention to any of this.
Me neither. I'm just looking for a little news, and I answer the top headline, Like, excuse me if, like, James Gunn's Judgment means very little to me. It's like, go back to one of your Catholic costume parties, dude.
Yeah, this guy, and there's so many people now, and one of our good friends here at the channel is one of these, championing the gun cause. But I think that's more to spite the Snyderverse, the Snyder Bros, as they're called. To me, that's like doing something to own the libs. You know what I mean? That never makes a lot of sense, because sometimes it's detrimental both ways. And supporting James Gunn to spite the Snyderverse, to me, doesn't make a lot of sense, because this guy's, let's be honest, this is not a good guy.
Look, the fact is he was caught in some crazy BS a couple years ago. And the only reason people defend him is because they liked Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I
And
like the
that's
movie
just
too,
straight up.
but
If they found Donald Trump's history, or if they found just about anyone else, if it was someone who didn't go along with the narrative found with the Twitter history like that, there'd be congressional hearings on it.
oh,
And
absolutely.
yeah, Joe's atmosphere is right. He's basically a huge stick of dynamite waiting to go off. And,
Yeah.
you know,
He
he
is.
deserved that because he was like, again, they censored and silenced Roseanne and he was cheering it on. That's about the time his tweets came out.
Yes.
What they did to that woman was awful. What they did to
Oh.
Roseanne was awful. And it's because
Yes.
she insulted an Obama
Yep.
cabinet member. Yeah, and I mean that's basically it. And fucking he got exactly what he deserved. But again, and not just people on the left, they're supposed culture warriors who, oh well, they were just jokes. Everyone jokes about doing that to little boys thousands of times on their Twitter. It's normal. People can change. All because they liked a movie. I mean, that's really it.
No, that's as ridiculous as this article I just saw. Women have dominated female sports long enough. It's time for Women Plus to shine. Do you want to see the image that goes along with that article? You want to see what a Woman Plus looks like? I just DM'd it to you on Facebook. We'll share this. Here. I'll pull it up. This is a Woman Plus, okay? Females have dominated women's sports long enough. This is a Woman Plus, Tony.
It's not as gay as Disney Plus, but it's up there.
While we have this image, I want to go up to this is a good segue back to Shawnee Stepp's comment.
That's Draco Malfoy.
I know that's a Harry Potter character, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay, I thought so. Is that one of the Slytherins?
It's one of Billy Gunn's kids. Like, what the fuck?
Scissor me, daddy ass. Would you smash the Andrew Tate clip? We heard it on the Etep Shapiro show. I'm Etep Shapiro, the Etep Shapiro show. Would you smash a female or she-male tent? I heard that. No.
It sounds like he's trying to like justify a choice that he made. It's just a little weird, but Chris Fisk shared that in one of our group chats we have on Twitter. So I told him, I was like, Blair White or Lizzo, which way, Western man?
Dude, that's I mean, I'd have to say Lizzo. She's an actual woman. I don't like it. I mean, I've literally never had sex with a land whale before. I haven't. I've been, it's like, dude, I've been fortunate enough. I've never had to go that route. But
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I know it's kind of an awkward conversation, but it's like, how about neither,
No, that's my choice. I mean, gun to my head, if I have to, I'm going to, the woman. I mean, that's, it's the female every time. I mean, I'm sorry, but Blair White doesn't make any insinuations that, and I will say she only because Blair White admits that biologically male, but identifies it, but I don't think it makes me hypocritical. And this might sound like, mental gymnastics, but I mean, Blair White isn't like a militant weirdo. Does that make sense?
She's not trying to force her lifestyle on anybody or force anyone to accept it. It's like, I'm dealing with my own thing, my own condition, and this is how I deal with it. And that's just me, but it shouldn't be pushed on children. It shouldn't be pushed on society.
Yes.
It's just what I'm dealing with. What's up, Vinny? How are you?
Hail,
bro?
Vinny. What's going on? Hey, while he showed up in the chat, let's play this real quick.
We still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really, we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned.
We talked about this.
Yeah, you're not affiliated with DC either, so there you go, bro.
Yeah, I know. You're not affiliated with those movies anymore, bud.
I just want to bring it back to one of Frankie's comments from a little while ago, because he has it right. Like, one movie gives James Gunn a golden ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And just so Vinny can see it, I'm going to share it again here. It's no surprise. It's what people do, and it's why James Gunn got called out in the first place when he was celebrating Roseanne being canceled. But yeah, so James Gunn is basically on Twitter now calling people who have supported him and made his life possible racist for asking. It doesn't even matter that the High Evolutionary used to be white. It's in any movie. I hated in The Dark Knight that they had to replace Katie Holmes with
Oh God, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
With I was going to say the lesser attractive Gyllenhaal. Like, if Andrew Tate asked me Jake or Maggie, I'd probably have to go with Jake. I'm sorry.
Especially now, he's playing a UFC fighter. He's in like great shape. The guy looks great. Because he's 40 something. I mean, he looks good. He's all cut up and shit. I'm like, Jesus. Whose
suspension of disbelief wasn't broken when Heath Ledger looked at her and said, "And you are beautiful"? Like,
oh, well, for me,
who didn't get taken out of the movie just a little bit.
Well, I was out from the word go because you've got fucking Bruce Wayne, and the best he can do is Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Exactly, and the point. It's not that he's black. It's why are we recasting characters? Like, you get invested in a certain universe and story, and to change what the person looks like. And I think one of the few times that actually was fine and it worked was like when the original Dumbledore actor died in Harry Potter, and they brought in the Michael Gambini or whatever, the new actor. It kind of worked. There wasn't that much of a difference. They did as much as they could to make him look similar.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of got used to it. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. But when you take someone who looks nothing like the previous actor and throw it in, it doesn't matter what color they are or what gender they are or any of that crap. It just breaks the suspension of disbelief. And that just kind of sucks, Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do. If he was black at first and you replaced him with a white person, it would suck.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he looks nothing like how you set us up to look. And not just that, but James Gunn is like, listen, I picked the best actor for the role. Skin color doesn't matter. Then why did you recast him then? Why didn't you pick him originally? Why were you recasting? And maybe, the other actor couldn't make it back, whatever, but I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It feels like if, with the MCU being one of the bigger things in Hollywood right now, you'd make it a priority to return to a role, I don't know.
Especially since those roles are paying so fucking well. Saggy Gyllenhaal. Oof. I got to show. I turned the gimmick off because I want to show these off real quick. I went and picked Vin up some stuff today. I'll be mailing down to him. But I got here. I'm gonna solo it for just a minute, Tony. I picked up Scare Glow from the Revelations line. There'll be a video coming up on this one. With Trey and
Bob
I.
Chapek.
It's Bob Chapek, god damn it. But I got Chris Fisto, which it's a nice looking figure. Like, that show is garbage, but the figures, dude, it's like these are nice.
It's the quartering after society collapses.
He'd still have a bunch of coffee brand coffee. What else do we have in here? Oh, and of course, we got Stinkor. Because this one's fucking cool. Like the box art on these is really good. I'm like that showing up. I got the whole run. Well, I mean, the figure that didn't matter was right here. Nobody cared about Andra. She was race swapped anyway. We're talking about race swaps. She was a redhead in the He-Man comics and shit. But yeah, so I got those, and then of course I bought. Because I got Vinny, he already had Scareglow, so I bought a couple for myself, too. And now my camera's like, fuck you. Yeah. Chris Fisto is his real name. It is. But yeah, man. Yeah, these, like I said, the box art on these looks fucking wonderful. I turned the wrong one around, but yeah. It is. Like, these are, yeah. So, I know, and Trey was like, well, why can't I have, because I told him I was keeping the ones I got, for me. I said, I'm keeping those. I said, buddy, you've got all the Motu figures are yours. I'm like, I bought you all those new ones for Christmas. And I was like, he's fucking getting them. He's getting them. Instant regret. What's up, my man? That's Chris Underwood. What's going on, brother? What's up?
Chris Underwood.
Welcome, my man. Yeah, Chris, like I said, Chris is fucking my boy, man. He's been around forever. You got to come on a stream with us sometime. Hang on, let me get this off solo with my fucking.
Well, if you don't mind, I just wanted to show off real quick. Let me go into my settings real quick and change my camera over here. There we go. So I just wanted to show off a little something that I have. It's diabetic Shawn Michaels. So thank you everyone for your support.
God damn it, Sean. I think I'm cute. I know. My foot.
I know I'm type 2. Yes.
Oh shit. I love it. Yeah, man. It's always fun. Instant regret. Tony, look at this. He lost his smile and his foot.
I do have this sweet Stone Cold that I'll show off real quick. Oh, I gotta change my camera settings back. I set it over to the OBS virtual camera just in case I'm not ready to show my face.
Yeah.
And I hit camera on accident. So here's the
Hell
Stone
yeah.
Cold Steve Austin. And it's cool. It's World Wrestling Federation.
Yes.
But
That's
this
the
is
good
like,
shit.
I don't have mini toys, but I fucking love this thing. I got it from the retro toy shop that I showed you. Remember they were closed when you were here in town?
We went in there the next day. Me and Erica
Yeah.
went in there the next day. Yeah.
I think a guy from like Pawn Stars owns it, or someone affiliated with one of the reality shows out here. But yeah, I saw that Stone Cold. I'm like, I gotta get it. It's like in the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he had one of the G.I. Joe USS flags in there.
That's awesome.
I asked him, because I was like, how much you want for that? He goes, $4,500. I'm like, is it complete? He goes, yep. The only thing was it. No, his was 45, and it was absolutely complete with the original box. He was like, I ship. I'm like, duh, you're killing me. You're killing me. The wife's looking at me going like, yeah, fuck you. I'm like, what? She goes, how big is it? I'm like, it's like, what is that thing? Like 7 feet. It's stupid big, She's like, where the fuck are you going to put that? I'm like, in the basement, in my office, so I can play with it. During the streams, I will be standing up. I'm like, Tony, you're going to have to run this shit. Why? I got the USS, the flag back here. The Rattler just landed on it. The fucking Cobra hydrofoil's pulling up next to it. We got fucking problems here. They're about to be boarded by Cobra the enemy. I'll have to airlift in my 7 HISS tanks.
I wish I had all the toys from my childhood, man. I was dumb, and I gave them away to needy children, like, who probably all grew up to, be people I don't particularly agree with these days, so damn it. I had, like, the whole original Ninja Turtles line except for April O'Neil. It was hard to find her. I didn't have her.
She's rare. That's a rare figure.
And the Power Rangers were really hard to find, but I had all the Power Rangers. I had the Megazord, Dragonzord, the Titanus or whatever, where you could make the Ultra Megazord. I had like a bunch of the first Power Rangers line, which was really hard to find. Like you would have to like call Toys R Us and find out when their shipment was coming in and like be down there and ready because that shit went quick. Like it was hard to find Power Ranger stuff back then.
Dude, the fucking Power Rangers. Those toys, I was never like into the Power Rangers toys. I didn't have any of those as a kid. But they were fucking cool. They were cool. And Trey has a few of them. Sal actually sent him a few. Speaking of toys, did I tell you did I tell you I'm buying this? I haven't bought it yet. I'll be paying for it here in a couple days. As soon as he's getting the decals, all right? He's replacing the decals that are bad. I bought a Ghostbusters fire station.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, the only part it is missing is the little platform for the fireman's pole, and I've got links to buy that and the little trap that goes on top of the containment unit. So I am I'm ordering. That's going to be shipped to me. Yeah, Loudy was the one. He's like, hey, he goes, would you be interested in this? He goes, one of my buddies is selling it. I'm like, yes, give him my number and tell him to text me. God. I can't tonight, Vin. I got Cub Scouts tonight. I got Cubs with the boy tonight, so I will not be. And I need sleep. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to do a toy. We can plan one for next. If you want to plan one for next week, let's plan one for next week, bro. I'm down to do a toy stream.
They're debuting the final trailer for the Mario Brothers movie tonight, Vinny, in about an hour and a half, 2 hours actually, around 5 p.m. Eastern. You could do like a whole super show.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dude, I almost bought. They had a Mario and Bowser play set in the discount store for like $13.99. I should have bought it today.
Dude,
I gotta buy it.
I wish I had like more money for this shit and more space because I really want to collect those like Mario figures. I got the Bowser movie figure yesterday. As you know, I was showing it off in all the chats and shit. But that's what I'm real like. All the Mario toys, like at Target yesterday, they had like a Yoshi 4-pack with a bunch of different color Yoshis in it. And it's like there's the toy line that they have, and then there's the movie toy line that they have. So I definitely want to collect all the movie figures, but I want to get all the other figures too. And yeah, I mean, make that my thing. I love, dude, video games. We see, one reason we're all lucky is we're part of that generation where we didn't just get to experience video games. We grew up with video games.
Yeah.
They got better as we got older, and all the classics, everyone, all the big franchises and stuff, we were all around for the humble beginnings of. Like Mario, it could have gone either way. Nintendo had a problem with sequels with Mario 2, Zelda 2. Like, they didn't quite know what the franchises were going to be yet, and we were there to see that and see the struggle and see them course correct. And, dude, when Mario 3 and then Super Mario World came out, those games were huge, dude. Like, Mario 3 was such a nice follow-up after you had the first Mario Brothers, which everyone loved. Then you had the second one, which a lot of people were like, okay, like, why am I ripping vegetables out of the ground? What the fuck is this, dude? It was nothing like that game. And then the third game was such a just great course correction. The same with Zelda games, like where they got to A Link to the Past, and it was such an amazing game. But yeah, we're lucky. We were lucky to be part of that, And again, not just grow up playing video games. They're kids now, they grow up and like their first console was, an Xbox 360 or something. They didn't get to experience all that. We were well into 3D gaming by the time they first picked up a controller. So that was cool for us, dude. We were kind of born in a great time.
We really were. We had
reflected. Yeah.
Dude, look at Netflix, the toys that made us. I mean, we were honestly the greatest generation of toys was the 1980s. And some into the 90s. I mean, let's face it. I've got those Last Action Hero figures. Those are nice. There's some great toys in the 90s. I would say from 1980 to 2000 probably. As far as like toys, action figures, play sets, things of the like. I mean, including your Star Wars stuff. I got to include that from like the late 70s because that was really like. And then your 3 3/4 inch GI Joes in the early 80s, man. I mean, I've got I've got shelves of stuff behind me. I'm actually going to. I have to pick up a new reparations from Japan. Did you guys see that clip I shared on Twitter the other day of the black gentleman in the top hat demanding reparations because that's the only way that the young black kids are going to stop shoplifting is reparations? Did you see that?
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, but
I'll pull the clip, Jamie. I'll pull that footage.
Wrong. Now, I just want to bring it right, Frankie. Like, that was a lot of plutonium we spent in World War II, and if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't be making video games. So I think we deserve, even if the reparations come in form of, like, a 15% discount on all their games from now on, I'd be cool with that. Like, we loved you enough to drop 2 nukes on you. Talk about course correction. Like, you'd still be part of a beta empire. What's up, Horny Elf? Great to see you, bro. Hold on, I've got a gift. I've got a gift for oh, it's not on here. Well, I'll just deal with it. Well, that's just a car. No.
I haven't finished uploading all the gifts on this one yet. As you can tell, the thing's kind of empty.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Hey, what's up, Pursuing Paranormal? Cody, how are you, bro?
What's up, brother? Welcome, Cody. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I found my Mario 3 cartridge in the sleeve still the other day. Super Mario World. Maybe my favorite, though. It changes all the time, though. Yeah. See, for me, it's always, I don't know, man. I really enjoyed the second game for as weird as it is. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, out of 1 and 3, I don't know, man. 3's a lot of fun. 3's a lot of fun. I don't think I ever beat 3. I can't remember if I did. I know I beat the first one. I can't remember if I ever beat part 3, though.
Oh, dude. I've beat it countless times. But that's how I kind of am, Chris. I'm like, Zelda's my favorite overall franchise. But if you ask me to pick my favorite game, it depends on my mood. It depends on what day it is. Some days this might be my favorite. Other days that might be my favorite. But I can say, for as great as Mario 3 was, I think I enjoyed Mario World a little more. But that's also, we took the big step up to 16-bit, and I loved the Super Nintendo, dude. I loved that console. It was such a great follow-up. So, and that was kind of everyone's first experience. The Super Nintendo was either F-Zero or Super Mario World. If you got it when it came out, at least. So, yeah. Mario 3 was badass. They developed a chip to put on the circuit board to make, if they would have built it up like Mario 1 or 2, I mean, the NES couldn't have supported Mario 3. They had to use a special chip to help with the processing.
Okay. Mario World. Was that on NES or was that just Super Nintendo?
Mario 3 was on NES and then Super Mario World was on Super Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah, because I never had a Super Nintendo. I went to the Sega Genesis after my NES, and then it was the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. Well, I'm sorry, N64. And PS1 at the same time, and then the PS2, and that's basically when I stopped buying consoles was PS2. I hadn't bought one until we got, well, he's not home, because normally if he was home, I'd have to say Santa Claus. But you know, we got Trey the Switch for Christmas, so
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I added Sal on there, my friend code and shit, and I think Draven too.
We need
And
to
you.
get together
Yes.
and fucking play some Mario Kart or some Super Smash Brothers eventually. Like, that would be really fun. It's crazy. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like Mario Kart 8 is a Wii U game that they ported over to the Switch. And especially during the pandemic, I mean, it's still selling like it was new. So it's like Nintendo can't really, I think they have 9 ready. And with these DLC packs that are coming out for Mario 8, they'll drop some remastered tracks going back from like the Super Nintendo Mario Kart, N64, Game Boy Advance, Wii.
Yeah.
You know, they drop remastered tracks, but they'll drop new tracks too. And I think the new tracks were meant for Mario Kart 9. But so many people just in the past year or two have bought Mario Kart 8 that they feel kind of wrong. Like, hey, well, now that you bought this, we have this new game coming out. So they want everyone to get their like playtime in and their money's worth. And if it's still selling like hotcakes, why release a new one? But geez, Mario Kart 8, it's close to a decade old, man. Like, it's an older game now, but it's such a good game that it still has value. Like, you're telling me how your family was having such fun playing it. My wife and I, more than any game, more than any show or movie, the most fun we have when we're, you know, spending time like that is and by like that I mean media consumption. Obviously we find things more fun than Mario Kart, but no, it's when we sit there and play Mario Kart together, it's just a blast, dude. And that game is like 10 years old. That's where Nintendo's real magic is, you know, where they have an advantage over Sony or Microsoft is their games are fun, very fun. And it gets to a point where graphics don't matter as much.
Yeah, that's, you know, you're willing to sacrifice some graphics for the gameplay being fun. That's why, honestly, as far as wrestling games go, I still play No Mercy and Revenge and WCW World Tour on my actual N64. Dude, and I think about it, I'm 42. I've been playing that fucking console since I was 17 years old, I think it was when I got that one. Because I've had a couple different ones, but that one I got when I was like 18. It's crazy. But I love that game. I still have 2 copies of it. I fucking play. You know, I've created the entire WCW roster, all that bullshit.
Yeah. Remember how just to spin off an Instant Regrets comment here, which he says he loved SimCity and Pilot Wings and also Turtles in Time. Remember how big of a deal it was when they finally brought Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, to home consoles instead of that first Ninja Turtles game, but you got the one in the arcade now, how huge that was.
The side scroller. That one was fucking awesome. That had that game. Dude, that's like that one and the Terminator 2 arcade game are the only games I've actually ever beat in an arcade. My cousin and I spent like $50-some on the Ninja Turtle game, beating that in one playthrough in the arcade. And that was fucking dope because we were at a big-ass arcade and we had a bunch of kids around us watching. I forgot about WrestleMania 2000. I've got that one too. But the Ninja Turtles game is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is. Dude.
The second one is like that's as bad as Legend of Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link. That in difficulty, there's parts in that game that are like the swimming. Like, why is it so difficult for a fucking turtle to swim?
And all the electric algae and shit. Like, dude. Horny Alf, real quick, in Mario Kart 8 with the new DLC, because they've basically doubled the tracks that originally came with the game, and they're slow releasing them. In fact, I think tomorrow we have the next DLC release for Mario Kart 8.
Yay.
But they have a lot of the Wii tracks in there now. I think it was Mario Kart World Tour They have a lot of the tracks in Mario Kart 8 now, but just, graphics updated, whatever. But such a smart idea, dude, coming out with the DLC package. Like, hey, we can't release Mario Kart 9, so let's just double the amount of tracks that came with Mario Kart 8. Throw in a whole bunch of new revised ones. Like, one of the tracks is from the Super Nintendo Mario Kart. And it's so basic by today's standards, but it's cool to see, with the newer graphics and stuff. It's still got the old song with it, but it's like one of the first tracks anyone would have experienced in Mario Kart for the franchise as a whole. And it really takes you back. It does. It takes you back. They've got a lot of N64 Mario Kart tracks, which is cool. God, man, what a great franchise!
Yeah, we've been playing the hell out of the Mario Kart game, and Trey just got one of those Kirby. He got a Kirby game the other day. I downloaded. I can't remember which one it was, but I'm gonna download. I'm getting Friday the 13th. Fuck, I've been waiting so long. That's a game I want to play with like everybody.
Yeah,
you know
I should get it too, so we can play it. Yeah,
that'd be fucking great. Because I'm like, shit. I'm like, how am I gonna do this now? Because I've got my 2 monitors down here. I don't have a capture card though, and I'm like, dude, I don't even care if like we live stream it. Like we can all just like go on StreamYard so we can talk while we're playing. We can all get in like the same game lobby, obviously, like on Mario Kart and shit.
Yeah,
because we can just create our own lobby.
And same, Vinny, I missed out on Shredder's Revenge too. I want to get that. If it's still available, I don't know. But yeah, I want to get the Cowabunga collection. Like, that's all stuff I'm slacking on, but I need to get. I just never... Dude, I wish I was a video game streamer so bad, like a successful Twitch streamer, because that's all I want to do is play video games at the end of the day. Like, I love games. That'd be awesome to get paid to play shit like that,
Yeah.
I never played Playboy Mansion on PS2, but that sounds interesting.
I didn't either.
That sounds interesting. Like PS2 graphic titties, still better than half of what you see today. So,
yeah. Oh shit! It's we gotta wish Nick from Echo Base a happy birthday. It's his birthday today.
Yes, Nick Lane, happy birthday, sir.
Yeah, man. I'll be me and AngelousDraven and superfan Adam Gashan will be hanging out with Nick in a couple weeks down in Cincinnati.
He's good people. He's real cool in person. He's a good guy.
I know I was supposed to hang out with them a couple years ago, but we got the fucking flu before we were supposed to go down there. That was in the fall, too. Like, that would have been a much nicer time to go to Cincinnati than right now in the midst of, like, 900 train derailments in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
So, instant regret. I feel weird calling Chris that. I never beat the OG Ninja Turtles game. I actually have it because I have a Raspberry Pi with all the old games on it. I need to beat that. I've never beaten the OG Ninja Turtles game.
Me either.
I almost wish they'd put it on the Switch so I could like rewind it when I mess up how they do their NES games. Because I could beat it then, but yeah, I never ended up beating that game as a kid. It was such a pain in the ass. And dude, The Lion King, that game had me in frickin' tears, and I wasn't the type to get all frustrated. That game had me in fucking tears. I think it was for Super Nintendo, but that's where I learned that if you cut the controller cord with the game on, it'll reset your Super Nintendo. Because after like a half hour of raging out, I died again, and I just calmly went and got a pair of scissors, and I cut through the cord, and it reset my game. And I said, you know what? Fuck this, and I don't think I ever turned the game back on. I hid the controller so my mom wouldn't see it, and yeah.
Oh my god. I have never done... I've crushed a fucking... a controller in my hands, a PlayStation 2 controller. I can't remember what fucking game we were playing, but I got so fucking mad, dude. I literally took that thing and like I pushed in until it just popped. Like that took a lot of fucking force and rage to do that, because I was kind of twisting at it too at the same time. But yeah, that fucker just popped. My buddies were like, "Holy!" Because we had one of those 4-player adapters you plug in. We were playing Raw vs. SmackDown. That's what it was. That's what it was. I had to think about the circumstances and who was there for a second, and yeah, it was Raw vs. SmackDown, probably a fucking Hell in a Cell match. Yeah, I got so
Yeah.
I was like, I have issues at this point.
It was a disappointment when they moved to Raw versus SmackDown compared to the older game. Like, again, No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, or someone mentioned WCW Revenge. That was a great one. But when they moved to Raw versus SmackDown, that's kind of when I fell out of wrestling games. And then they started coming out with a new one every year. Like, come on, guys. Like, and it's the same game, just like an updated roster or updated gimmicks. Like, come on.
Yep. Yeah, they'll add some new skins in, and yeah, that's about it. Yeah. It's nothing. It's really nothing spectacular. That's why because I had the only one I ever bought was like 07, which that one was fucking great. The general manager mode on there, that was like the last year they put the GM mode on there, and I know they brought it back, but. That one, it had a decent roster, like the Legends roster, and that one was really good. And I like the general manager mode. That's like why I play. I barely even play any of the matches until you get to the pay-per-views. I just like booking the angles and running the TV, seeing the ratings and the money and shit like that, and signing the guys the contracts. That's the part of it that I enjoy. It's always like all the backstage stuff.
It's a little basic on 2K22. Like, I wish it had more options and stuff you could do with it, but that's probably my favorite part of 2K22 is the general manager mode. I just wanted to highlight Joe Atmosphere's comment right here, because he said his favorite Nintendo properties. He was never a TMNT fan, but his favorite properties were Duck Hunt, Mario Kart, and Killer Instinct. It's sad we can't do Duck Hunt anymore unless you have like an old TV. Like a tube TV, but because the blaster won't work.
The light gun.
Yeah.
I still have my blaster.
That's awesome, dude.
I have two NESs. They don't work, but I have them.
I figure they could probably do something with like how they have the Wiimote and the Joy-Cons that work like that. Something like that for a Duck Hunt. But yeah, dude, Duck Hunt was a fun game. That was really fun.
I'm trying to think. My parents might have an old tube TV at their house still. I want to say my dad had one in his office, but I think they finally threw it away. I can't remember. And I was just over there. I can't. It's like the Mandela effect. Like, I can picture it in there, but I can't be sure if it's still there or not.
Oh, what's up, Red Gaze? How are you, bro?
Red. Yeah, I still play my Raw vs. SmackDown 07, Chris. I just bought another copy of it because I honestly wore my original one out. I spent a lot of hours playing that one. 06 was pretty good too. Like I said, it's just slight differences in roster. That's really the biggest difference in those games. Oh, he's talking about are you talking about the bombs in the Ninja Turtle games?
Oh, dude. I remember, like, once I saw my buddy Jared, make it to the turtle van, which was like a couple stages. It was always that second stage would fuck me up where you had to dismantle the bombs or whatever it was.
Yes.
God, it would make me fucking mad, dude. And like, I don't even think I ever owned the game, but I'd play it at friends' houses and stuff. I don't think I ever beat that second level. But I didn't play it when I was older either. It's crazy. I beat Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link at that age, but I didn't fucking beat Ninja Turtles. God, that game made me so mad. God, it made me so mad. But now I wish I would have beaten it. Like, I should turn it on and freaking play it. God, that made me mad. The Horny Elf says the same crew who made Revenge made a newer wrestling game on Xbox 360. It had very similar gameplay. WWF All Stars, he thinks it was called. I think I remember there was like a Wrestling All Stars game where it had like all the greats, and I think I remember that recently. Like it had like Andre and Ric Flair and like all the big names. But
Are you talking Legends of Wrestling?
Maybe that
where the guys were all like super jacked and like cartoonish.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. But again, I never got to play it, so.
That was a fun game. That had a really good fucking roster. Good locations, like good arenas. I remember Urban Champion. You just beat the same dude over the same block, like my real life.
What better way to celebrate 25 years since Biggie died?
See?
New business opportunity, cuck hunt.
Shit, just go to a crowd of Democrats.
Pursuing Paranormal says, look up the cutscenes from the game Freaky Flyers. The character Red Baron is pretty cool. Well, we like awesome characters here, not pretty cool ones.
You better come legit, Cody. Quit fucking around. I'm just kidding, man. I love you.
Horny Elf, that's what pisses me off. So Breath of the Wild was a fantastic open world game for Legend of Zelda. And one reason I really liked it was because, like, very rarely in a Nintendo game is someone like, ooh, a swimming level, whether it's Mario Brothers or anything. It's always awkward. Levels. Yeah. So one thing I liked about Breath of the Wild, you had this huge, expansive open world, but there was no underwater exploration at all. Like, if you dropped in water, you'd, have to swim your way out. But other than, you could use magnesis, one of your powers, to like pull treasure chests out of the water. But other than that, there wasn't much of a reason to go into the water. And all these fucking bigger Zelda YouTubers for years now, well, when they make the sequel to Breath of the Wild, we need underwater exploration. We need underwater exploration. Like, why? Fuck water, dude. I fucking hate water in video games. And you're telling them they need to fucking put it in there. Fuck water. That was one of my favorite parts of the games, is that we didn't have to go underwater. So yeah, I feel you, dude. Swimming levels piss me off in any damn game. Red Gay says, Red Gay says the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game was a bitch. So was Battletoads, dude. I remember a racing level on Battletoads. Holy fuck. But Red beat that too. He didn't give up when he was a kid. The weight of the world has broken him. Dude, there was a racing level on Battletoads. I remember it pissed me off so bad. So bad.
Yeah, this is the game Horny Alpha was talking about right here. I don't remember this one. But it's THQ. That's who made No Mercy in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone should rip off Battletoads and release a new edition of the rip-off like every 5 years. Crowdfund it.
I don't... What's... That was NES Battletoads was on?
I think so, yeah.
I don't remember that one. I'll have to try this All-Stars game. But
yeah,
I
me
don't...
too.
I don't remember. I don't remember Battletoads.
Battletoads was around like the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle craze, and I believe they were a comic. And I know they did a few cartoons for them. Like I remember they did some Christmas special or some sort of holiday special where they actually did a cartoon. But here, let me pull it up.
Fucking Vinny. Yeah, this is my logo. I was just given Red. This is Red Gaze made this for me, like I think last year, maybe, or the year before. So thank you for that, Red. I've used it as an intro to some of the videos, but I'm like, it really works right now. I like this. Now that I know how to use OBS. Tracy Torpedoes. It's not Red Baron.
I don't remember Battletoads and Double Dragon. That's something I don't remember.
No.
Double Dragon 1 and 2 were the shit. 3 started getting a little weird, but I love Double Dragon. Oh, that was on Super Nintendo, I guess. I didn't know about that. I would have played that.
No, I don't remember that.
Let me see if it pulls up the fucking... There was this racing level. It was such a son of a bitch, dude. Oh my god. Fucking Battletoads.
Yeah, Red said Bad Dudes is greater than Double Dragon. I like Renegade. I liked Renegade. That game was... Bad Dudes was fun. Double Dragon was okay, but I liked Renegade. That game was fucking dope. You got to like beat the shit out of these...
Double Dragon movie.
That was the... who was in that? Was that...
the dude from Party of Five.
Which one? Matthew Fox? Wait. Was it Matthew Fox? Party of Five. Matthew Fox? The dude from Lost? Jack?
I'm pulling up the pictures now.
I don't remember.
It was like the middle son or whatever, like...
Oh, shit!
You know what's funny is everyone knows him from, like, Party of Five, but when you go back and Alyssa Milano was in it, if you go back and watch Saved by the Bell, he was, like, one of the extras in there. Like, he's in a shit ton of Saved by the Bell episodes before he made the big time in Party of Five.
He was on a show...
Patrick was in it.
Robert Patrick.
Jason Patrick, or whatever his fucking name is.
That's Robert Patrick. That's
Robert Patrick.
The Terminator, the bad Terminator.
Here's where
Alyssa
the
Milano.
SJW first infected her.
Yep. Right there. There it is. That's what happened. She used to be cute. Then she turned into a complete psycho cunt.
Yeah. It's like so 1990s.
Oh, everything about that. The aesthetic of it. I mean, is that Ernie? What's his name? Ernie Reyes?
No clue.
Wasn't he the one in the Ninja? Wasn't he the kid in the Ninja Turtle movies? And like the second one, that Ernie Reyes, I think.
Kino? I don't think. No, this guy wasn't Kino. Dude, I loved fucking Kino when I was a kid. Like Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze. I loved that movie.
That was a good movie. That one, it's way better than fucking Turtles in Time. I'll tell you that. Like,
yeah, that pissed me off.
I was not a fan of that movie.
Yeah, me neither.
I did not like Turtles in Time. And Trey and I just watched that not long ago.
Come on, man. Hey, man.
No, I didn't like that. I was not a fan. The fucking Turtles in Time. I'm like, no, the turtles don't belong in time. Why don't we have another adventure in the fucking present, you bastards? Like, why don't you bring Vanilla Ice back? Suge Knight didn't throw him over the balcony.
If we look up the Freaky Flyers cutscenes, Cody, are we gonna get hit with the copyright?
I know. That's. Do I need to be worried about that? Like, hang on. Let me look through the fucking. Let me look through the gimmick here.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
knows I called the Nintendo counselor a few times for a few different things. Fucking $5 a minute and shit.
I don't know. I don't have the stream monetized, so I don't. Does it matter?
I have no clue.
Fuck it. Here, we got to end soon anyway, because I got to agree with the kid here. But we'll show this. I got it pulled up. We won't watch all 9 minutes of it, but we'll check some of this out.
Tracy Torpedoes. Trained from an early age to be an elite pilot by the German Air Force, Tracy lives for aerial combat. She takes pride in having shot down 1,000 aircraft.
1,012's fine.
1,012 aircraft.
Put a man in a jetpack. He looked very suspicious.
No one knows where she came from, though rumor has it...
That's not true! I am normal person, not genetic mutant freak product of some strange experiment by German Air Force.
Okay, Tracy. I wasn't going to say that you're a genetic mutant freak.
You weren't?
Okay, I was. But let's talk about the race.
My mission is to win Freaky Flyers race for pride of German Air Force. And I will let no one and nothing stop me.
Look, Tracy.
You need to transpose Anita Sarkeesian's face over Tracy.
Hello, my sweet piece of German chocolate cake. My name's Johnny Turbine.
Good for you, Blondie. I've allotted myself 20 seconds to finish main check.
Cody said he played this game when he was a kid, mind you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I was just saying.
Silence! Yo! Wow! What a woman!
German chocolate cake. That isn't even funny. That's insulting.
Right, Hayes, we don't talk about turtles in time. No, we don't.
No. I'm sorry I brought that up. What the fuck?
Are there lots of people for me to shoot at? And daring aerial maneuvers to perform? Well, yeah. I come now.
I think Frankie asked if that was Yuri Grabovich's ex-girlfriend. I think I might have dated her at one point or another. Frankie knows. I may have taken her out for a nice glass of vodka in a bowl of borscht.
I did like the Double Dragon movie, Red, but I haven't seen it since it first hit VHS. And I used to really like Batman Forever, but when I go back and watch it, it's like, holy shit. So, yeah, I don't know if I still do. But at the time, see, video game movies weren't that great back then. So I know I liked it better than the fucking Super Mario movie back then. But, and the Street Fighter movie. God, I was waiting for Street Fighter for so long, and it fucking took a dump. But I thought it was a little weird having Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile anyway, but yeah. God, that pissed me off, dude. Fucking Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat was dope. I liked that movie.
Yeah, the original Mortal Kombat's really good. That's a good. The cast was fucking pretty on point in that movie too. You can't beat Christopher Lambert as Raiden. How about Batman Forever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever?
It's before he was racist and anti-Semitic.
Yep. See?
Frankie knows said, was that Yuri Grabovich's ex-girlfriend?
She was.
Black man. Yeah, dude, it was so much fun back then. Like, even though I had never played that game, Cody showed us Freaky Flyers or whatever. Everyone had fun back then. It was fun. Everything was fun. Like, if something like that came out today, these morons would have a shitstorm on Twitter, and it sucks because I really do think it's a loud vocal minority. It's a lot of people, but Twitter gives them the ability to gang up and make it seem like a much bigger deal than it actually fucking is. Like, I wish everyone would calm the fuck down. I hope their children that don't get aborted fucking rebel against them. Like, no, we just want to have fucking fun, dude. Shut up.
Yeah.
Always something to fucking complain about. Shut up. Look at the big video game titties, dude. Calm down. These same people, well, video games are for girls too. Yeah, everyone sat around playing Super Mario Brothers, fucking idiot. Who said girls couldn't play fucking video games? My cousins had a Barbie game on the Nintendo as a fucking kid. It's just they cater to people who tend to like stuff more. More boys are reading fucking comics, so there's a lot of shit for boys. Doesn't mean girls can be a part of it, but it's nothing we haven't covered before. Most girls I know who are genuinely into comics aren't begging for the shit they're producing. They like Batman just how he was, or they like this character just how they were. You know,
Yeah.
It's all so stupid. Bring back
Yeah.
16-bit titties. 32
Right? Bit.
is whatever. 64-bit, whatever.
We'll take that. But on that note, we do have to end in parting is such sweet sorrow, so we must until tomorrow. As I have to go get the kid, and yeah, that's it for us. But thank you, man. This was fucking fun, dude. We haven't got to do this, and just something like this, just an impromptu, just for the hell of it, in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to go get the boy. I'm going to go check on the corned beef that's in the crock pot, and then get ready for this Nintendo Direct in about an hour.
I expect updates because I won't be able to watch it. Yeah, we have Jennifer Lawrence as the first on-screen strong female. That's how much these tards know. They are, too. They are.
Well, she invented Pong, so...
Yes, thank you, man. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for being here. We appreciate you guys. We'll be, I got a couple videos with the editor. Hail to my editor, Goodstuff, right now. Got a couple vids with him, and you know, I've still got the Jennifer Thomas interview. I gotta fucking edit that. We got that one, and the Friday the 13th one. I'm still working on editing. God damn, it's a lot of footage. I got these Masters of the Universe figures. I'm gonna make videos into with me and Trey, and ship a couple to Vinny. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll be back for Saturday night's main event. That'll be our next live stream, unless I decide to live stream tomorrow, which I just might, because I don't think I have to work and I'll have the house to myself. So yeah, that's about it, man. Thank you, everybody. Tony, this was a fucking blast, brother.
Blessed be thy Jennifer Lawrence.
It's the Jennifer Lawrence holiday season, y'all.
Yes.
All right, guys. I'm Etep. This is Tony. We will catch you guys on the next one. Do you have anything you wanted to say before we sign out?
Yeah, just everyone head over to Nintendo of America, or I'm sure your favorite video game YouTuber will be covering it as well. But yeah, go check out that final Mario Brothers movie trailer in about an hour over on Nintendo of America, or whatever country you might live in, right? And yeah, so we can all talk about it on the next live stream.
All right. We will see you guys later.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all